One of the greatest runs we've ever seen. Through orange and gold and orange and green. Gave me chills like 2014. They dot the I, but it's not in team. It's the brotherhood. It's more than a phrase. It's a way of life at the Woody Hayes. When things got dark with the blue and maize, entire team could have gone ablaze. But they dug deep. Now it's sunny days. Shout out to Ryan. Didn't spend his evenings crying. Never wavered, kept on trying. Got that whole locker room to buy in. Ryan Day, bringing a title to the Scarlet and Gray. Can't count him out, I always say. Where there's a will, there is a way. How about his O-line? Making sure he would feel no harm. 2 starters out, don't sound the alarm. Against Notre Dame and their Irish charm, nobody laid a finger on his lucky arm. It's a total team effort. They needed each and every guy, from Trey to Emeka to Justin Fry and Caleb, Donovan, tight end G, Seth and Q and JTT. Heartline looking oh so handsome. Lathan holding the offense ransom. Denzel, Hancock, Big Ty Leak, Jeremiah, you freshman freak. Jim Knowles helping that defense grow. Kelly's a chip off the old block O. Today we celebrate the incredible finish with a shot of Jack and a pint of Innis, a team that truly loves each other. Our styles don't clash, our styles are brothers. And through wins and losses, post-game brawls, Simon says, go win it all. And they did. These Buckeyes end with all the glory. Now history will hear their story. And now that story is finally over against that team of 4-leaf clovers with leprechauns and old St. Patty. But hey, who needs luck to win the Natty? This story is brought to you by the letter I, but it doesn't take place on Sesame Street. It takes place on Woody Hayes Drive, where games are won and dreams are achieved.
I wanted to dot the I.
Meet Sydney Reeves. Sydney with an I?
No, with a Y.
And Y is more than a letter. It's a question. Why has Sydney Reeves wanted to dot the I her entire life? You have to look at her family, beginning with her mother, Wendy. Is that Wendy with an I?
Nope, with a Y.
And yet the letter I defines the Reeves family. On October 10th, 1992, in a game against Illinois, Wendy dotted the I at Ohio Stadium. 1 year later, on September 11th, 1993, Wendy's husband, Chad, dotted the I against Washington. So now you can understand the why behind Sydney's I.
She has been so determined to meet this goal. She set this goal when she was so young.
It's a dream that grew stronger during Sydney's time at Dublin Kaufman High School, and a story that no one else on earth has ever lived. How unusual this is to have 3 people in the same family.
Sydney is the only child of 2 I daughters to have dotted the I.
Sydney chose to walk in her parents' footsteps, or more accurately, strut in her parents' footsteps. Dun, 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 and then we're going where? Where do we go?
And then we go all the way.
Okay. And we got strut
We're
this part,
strutting
though.
this whole time with a 35-pound horn on. So we're.
That's a heavy strut.
It is a heavy strut.
But sadly, Sydney is used to carrying a heavy weight. 4 years ago, her father, Chad, passed away unexpectedly, so he's not here to see his daughter make history.
My dad was one of my favorite people in the world. I wish I could have, asked him how he felt or had him see me do this.
And now, Chad's little girl is ready to live out her very big dream. I don't think we're in Dublin Kaufman anymore.
No, not at all.
This is the big time.
This is the big time.
With 100,000 fans and one proud mother watching,
I have one single seat all alone up in D-Deck.
Sydney with a Y is about to dot the I. Sometimes the biggest dreams don't happen at the end of the 4th quarter. They happen at halftime. For a nervous mother, an excited daughter, and a father who couldn't be there. But sometimes life doesn't go according to script.
I would love for him to be here. It would complete the circle, but you can't determine how life will be, and you can't regret how life has been.
And that's the thing about eyes. Whether you're dotting them or drying them, the eyes are the window to the soul. At Ohio Stadium, I'm Dave Holmes, on your side. What I learned is what the Buckeye players learn, that Ryan Day is more than a coach. He's a mentor. And if you trust him and listen to his lessons, you just might win a lot of football games along the way.
There was tears in here.
Before Ryan Day and the Buckeyes cried tears of joy, they cried tears of sorrow after one of the most crushing losses in Ohio State history. A lot has been made about these closed meetings where you guys got back together. I'm curious, as a head coach, you have to take accountability, you, players, everyone. How do you do accountability while not letting that meeting turn into a finger pointing that could fracture a locker room? I think that's a delicate dance to walk.
I think it was a great opportunity for our guys. It's a life lesson.
If you spend 15 minutes with Ryan Day, as I had a chance to do, you'll realize he's big on lessons.
As bad as losing a game is, it's not nearly as bad as some of the things that our guys are going to face in life. There's adversity coming around the corner for all of us down the road.
But for Ryan Day, that adversity is also in the rearview mirror. His father died by suicide when Ryan was just a boy. It's the main reason Ryan and his wife Nina have donated so much time and money, including another $1 million just last week, to mental health causes here in Central Ohio.
We're preparing these guys for being husbands, for being dads, for careers that can go up and down.
Or careers that can go down and up, in the case of Ryan Day. After the loss to Michigan, the outrage began.
Fire Ryan Day, right now.
Fans wanting him fired, death threats, harassment of his family. Is there ever a time where you just say, you know what, this job's not worth this stress?
So many folks want to just take extreme views. You know, he's the greatest in the world, or he should be fired tomorrow. And the truth is somewhere in the middle.
And Ryan Day's family was also somewhere stuck in the middle. Your son RJ, when he hears people go at you, what's that teaching moment like with him? Because I'm sure he wants to jump out there and fight that battle with you.
Yeah, and you have to walk away, and that's not easy to do. And we're really the first family that have had grade school kids have come up through the school system while being the head coach at Ohio State. And there's a lot of challenges that come with that. But in the end, what's happened is every year they become stronger and stronger.
Ryan Day has 3 children, but he's responsible for more than 100 young lives. A father and a mentor who just happens to coach football, teaching lessons about life, adversity, toughness, and even forgiveness. I saw people online who were calling for you about 6 or 8 weeks ago, posting apologies on social media with receipts donating to your mental health cause. Can we accept their apology if they're donating to the Ryan Day and the Nina Day Fund? Can we accept their apology?
We go through a bad time. Let's all stick together on this. Let's support each other so that we can move forward, because that's what being a Buckeye is all about. We're part of something bigger than just us. We have strength in numbers, and so whether it's good times, enjoying them together, or when things get rough, like, let's just stick together.
Sometimes you can't tell if Ryan Day is talking about football or life. Sometimes I think he can't even tell the difference himself. But Ryan Day's greatest lesson is this. When you lose something, whether it's your father or a game to Michigan, your story doesn't end there, as long as you have the toughness to keep fighting. January 20th, 1988 was the day you lost your father. You win the national title on January 20th, 2025. When you wake up the morning of the Notre Dame game and you look at that calendar, is your father in the back of your mind that day?
We hear so many stories when we read the Bible about miracles, and to tell me that, like, that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. Personally, certainly you can imagine what that meant for me.
You can call it a miracle, you can call it the product of perseverance, but either way, the tears of joy are so much sweeter when you've tasted the tears of sorrow.
It isn't really congratulations when I see folks in public or in different areas. It's thank you. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for sticking with it. And then congratulations.
You can hear Ryan Day's passion for mental health in the lessons that he teaches his players. Now, I called Nationwide Children's Hospital, and they told me that after the national championship game, donations increased to the Christina and Ryan Day Fund for mental wellness. I'm told one of the most popular donation amounts was $34.23, as in Ohio State 34, Notre Dame 23. I'm Dave Holmes for the Football Fever.